Good morning, everyone. Eric Lofholm here. Thanks for joining me today on this beautiful Wednesday morning. And here on Zoom, Dave, good morning in Vegas. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. Ron in New Mexico. Hey, Ron, great to have you here this morning. And Hugh, thank you for joining me. Welcome. Lisa, nice to see you. Lisa, Marcus, good morning. Marcus, great to have you here. And Ed, thanks for joining us here this morning. Jillian, good morning. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Patrick down in San Diego. Great to have you here, Patrick. Thank you for joining us. And let's take a look here over on Facebook. Who we have on Facebook. If you're here on Facebook, type in and let us know where are you joining us from. And let's see here. We got Ivy here. Ivy, good morning. Nice to see you. And Jimmy Green. Hey, Jimmy, great to have you. Thanks for joining us. Neil, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Larry, thank you for sharing, Larry. Great to have you here. And Jeff Ginsburg. Jeff, good morning. Welcome. Francine in Reno. Thank you for being here, Francine. Great to have you. And we've got Kevin on Zoom. Kevin, thanks for joining us. And thank you for being here. I've got a new topic. I don't think I've done this one before. I'm excited to share today's topic with you. I'm just going to give you some really practical ideas that we're going to put into your subconscious mind, and you can use these concepts anytime you need them. We're going to be talking today about what do you do when you're having a bad day. So let me get the recording going on Zoom. There we go. Good morning, everyone. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our 15-minute daily motivational call. Today, our topic is what do you do when you're having a bad day? And we can have all kinds of reasons we're having a bad day. And sometimes it's as simple as just waking up on the wrong side of the bed or having a nightmare. Sometimes there's things that are totally out of our control, things happening with our family. Sometimes there are things that are in our control. Sometimes we get bad news. Sometimes there's world events that are happening that cause us to be sad or unhappy. So lots of different reasons why we could be having a hard day. So I want to give you just some really practical ideas on what to do when you're having one of those challenging days. And I have them too. So before we do that, though, if you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, great job for being here in class this morning. And the reason we do that is I want to encourage you to be your number one cheerleader. And a lot of that has to do with your own internal dialogue. What do you say to yourself about yourself? So we want to give ourselves some great jobs, tell ourselves when we're doing positive things like coming to a call like this. Also, type into the chat. Today is going to be a great day. We want to have a mindset of optimism, which is a tremendous mindset. And you get to decide what your mindset is. You get to decide, is the glass half full or is the glass half empty? You get to decide, is this the challenge or is this an opportunity? As Napoleon Hill taught us, with every adversity, there's a seed of equal or greater benefit. And you can choose to look at it that way, or you can choose to look at it as, oh, this sucks, right? And we get to decide, does it suck? Or let me find the silver lining. I know that the silver lining is there. So when we're having a challenging day, does that mean that God is picking on us? It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. Life, if we go down to the notes here, and let's just start with, I'm gonna do this out of order, and we're gonna go down to number 6. Number 6 says, remember there's duality in life. All right. So what does that mean? With up, there's down. With on, there's off. With wealth, there's poverty. With success, there's struggle. So it's just the way it is. So when struggle shows up, like we want the success, right? This is a daily motivational call. Eric, I want the success. And guess what? I want it too. But it doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes you get success and sometimes you get struggle. And most of the time it's somewhere in between, right? My team, the Golden State Warriors, right? We were terrible so many of the years when I was growing up. I grew up in the Bay Area. We were terrible. And then we were amazing. We made it to the finals 5 years in a row. And this year we're like barely in the playoff hunt. Like out of 16 teams, we're like number 16. Because you don't stay on top all the time and you don't stay at the bottom all the time. There's duality in life. And so there's value in understanding just the way the world works. It'd be like getting pissed off when it rains. Darn it, why is it raining? Because it rains sometimes. That's just what happens sometimes. So when the duality of life shows up, it does not mean there's anything wrong. It's just that's what's showing up. God's not picking on you. You know, I actually think the way I think about this in a spiritual sense is that when I'm going through some of my really tough challenges, like some of my really tough, it's like, why do I have to go through this? And I look at it like sparring, right? If you're getting ready for a boxing match, right? You practice boxing, real boxing, and you spar to get your body ready to, deal with the blows. And so when I'm going through some of my toughest challenges, and I've gone through all kinds of tough challenges, and I go, oh, God's preparing me for something greater. There was a time 2 years ago, I was getting thrashed on the internet like I've never been thrashed before. And I was involved with helping people out that lost their homes in the Camp Fire, which was the most devastating fire in the history of California. Up to that point, 50,000 people became displaced or homeless overnight. And my wife and I decided to really get involved. And we started a Facebook group and it went viral. Like our Facebook group here for this class, we have like 3,600 people, and it's taken me like 4 years to get to 3,600. This group went to 34,000 in 6 months. It was crazy. And I started getting all kinds of hate. And you think, well, Eric, why are you getting hate? You're just trying to help people. I don't know, just what was happening. And as I went through that experience, it was very challenging. It was very, very challenging. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. God's got bigger plans for me. So I have to learn how to endure what I'm enduring. That was my mindset. So the next tip, let's go back up to number 1. Go for small wins. All right. This is why we do this call. This call is designed to give you a small win to start off your day. This is why I have you write or type. Today is going to be a great day. Because when you go get a small win, this is why part of why I do 5,000 walking steps a day, because it's a way for me to get a win. 5,000 walking steps is not like some outrageous number that's like amazing to hit. It's a decent number, but I get to get a win almost every day. Yesterday, I did my 5,000 walking steps. So I get to feel good because I got a win. And that helps offset the setbacks. Because what happens is when you have a setback, right, energetically, it's like a blow. And then if you have another setback, it's like a blow on top of a blow. And if you have another setback, it's a blow on top of a blow on top of a blow. But then if you have a win, it offsets one of those setbacks. So if you're going through a tough time, if you're having a tough day, go for a small win. All right, here's your next idea. It's inputs. Okay. What you consciously put into your brain matters. That's what this call is about. This call is about encouragement, motivation. You can do it. You have greatness inside of you, Ron. I believe in you. Ed, I believe in you. Today is going to be a great day. Lisa Smith, you have greatness inside of you. Okay. This is about encouragement. And so this is a positive input. That's why my life tends to go better when I go to church every week, because I'm giving a good spiritual input, right? My wife sent me this lovely text this morning to start off my day. So that's giving me an input, right? Well, we don't always get that nice text from our spouse. But what we can do is we can fill our mind with a YouTube video, or we can read a positive book. We can plug into the daily call. But then the flip side of it's true too. I don't tend to watch gory movies. I don't tend to watch the news. I don't tend to have negative things in my social media news feed, because I don't want that input, because it impacts us in ways we don't even realize. We get impacted on a subconscious level. Negative inputs are impacting you in ways that you don't even realize. This is one of the reasons why pornography is so destructive. People think, oh, well, it's not a big deal. Actually, it is. It's impacting your subconscious mind in ways that you don't even realize. When you're associating with people that are bad news and you think, oh, it's no big deal, it's a big deal. If you're watching things on social media that are not supporting the successful life that you want to create, just understand inputs matter, and you have a huge influence over what gets inputted into your brain. Okay, next thing. You wake up and you're having a tough day. And I get it. I have them too sometimes. I have them too. I'm not immune to that. But here's what I do. You won't usually know when I'm having a tough day, because I still maintain a positive attitude. I hold myself to a standard, right? If I'm having a tough day, it would be a rare day for me to take it out on somebody else. It would be a rare day for me to say words to my children that I regret. That would be a very rare occurrence, because I maintain a standard of a positive attitude. And if you find yourself, like if life's throwing you a curveball and you're having a tough day and you find yourself going into a negative attitude, just start working on it. Just start working on it. Look for progress. Be a little bit less negative. Be a little bit more less negative. And eventually get yourself consistently into positivity. It works. All right. I lead an amazing life in large part because people enjoy being around me. And they enjoy being around me because I'm mindful of my mindset. So here's what I want to tell you. If you're having a tough day, you can still have a great mindset. You go, Eric, that's not possible. Just try it. Just try to maintain a more positive attitude. It's a muscle. It's a muscle that you can develop. Okay, here's your next tip. When you're having a bad day, take the day through the finish line. Don't shut it down at 3 o'clock if you're supposed to work till 5. Now, if you absolutely have to shut it down, right? If you absolutely have to shut it down, then don't take it through the finish line. But learn to develop the muscle, good day or bad day, take the day through the finish line. Develop the muscle to take the day through the finish line. One of my greatest assets is consistency. And I bring it every day. And you know what follows consistency? Good luck. I'm a very lucky human being because my consistent activity and positive mindset creates luck in my favor. So you take the day through the finish line. You put forth the effort. You maintain a positive mindset. These are good, solid, practical ideas. This is a muscle that you can develop that will make you more successful, that will allow your down days, you can bounce back quicker. I was talking to a client the other day, and they were telling me how, as they've been around me and they've been learning from me, they're bouncing back much quicker. Instead of being down for a week, they might be down for a half a day or down for an hour or down for just a couple of minutes in their mindset, and they turn it around. These are good, practical, solid ideas that you can do. And then your next idea, remember, life is like the seasons. That's what Jim Rohn taught us. Life is like the seasons. With there's spring and there's summer and there's fall and there's winter. Okay. And if using winter as an example of just kind of a down period of your life, if you're going through winter, just know we don't get stuck in winter. We had that terrible thing happen in Texas last week, right? With the freeze and the electricity grid went down and people didn't have water. And it was horrible conditions. And guess what? All the ice is thawed, right? We didn't stay stuck there. It was horrible for a period. And some people had some very severe consequences from what happened. Their pipes burst, people, etc. But in some cases, there was even death. There was very challenging experiences. But here we are a week later, and it's thawed out. So that's like life. You know, sometimes we're having our own personal Texas freeze where it's just horrible. But look at how quickly it turned around in Texas. Now, again, there are some longstanding challenges that are happening from that event. But that's life, guys. Life shows up like that sometimes. And sometimes we have our own personal Texas freeze. You know, and I've gone through some extremely challenging circumstances in my life. But if in the moment, if you can recognize, you're not going to stay stuck there. You're not going to stay stuck there emotionally. You're not going to stay stuck there with what's happening. You can turn it around. You can turn it around financially. You know, if you've dug a hole financially and you're like, man, I'm in a bad spot financially, you can turn it around. If you're not in a great health spot right now, you didn't take care of your body or something happened, you can say, okay, let me do what I can do and turn it around. And in some cases, you can't. In some cases, you know, at the end of the day, we all pass, right? Nobody gets out of this living for the rest of their life as a human being. So we can turn things around. And then my last tip for you is to build a success team. Build a success team so when you're having a tough time, you can reach out to that mentor. You can reach out to that advisor. I can reach out to Dr. Moyne, my mentor, and say, hey, I need some time. I can reach out to my pastor and say, hey, I need some time with you. I can reach out. I've got a team, but I had to build the team. The team didn't come to me. I had to build those relationships with intention. So you want to build a team of people, and that comes to you giving and receiving value. So you set the intention. I need to have a team around me. So when I'm having a tough day, I've got somebody that I can reach out to and I can talk to them. So today's bonus video is on a concept called procession, and I'll put it into the Zoom chat. It's a video. It's called Procession. This Friday, I'm going to be launching my next sprint. If you're already a Platinum Protege member, then you're already a member of the sprint. But I'm going to be looking for 7 people that would like to sprint with me over the next 90 days. Are you in a season right now for a short window of time for 90 days? You want to step it up and take it to a whole nother level? And if that's you, I want to invite you to a webinar I'm doing this Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning, right after our call here. And I'm going to be talking for 30 minutes about us taking it to the next level, going all in for 90 days. If you're in a season of increase right now, that appeals to you, then send me a text or an email and ask me for an invite to this Friday's webinar. Again, if you're already a Platinum member, then you're already going to be able to sprint with me. And you can email me or text me and ask me for that invitation, and I'll send that to you. It's Friday at 8 o'clock California time, right after our call here. You can text me at 916-626-1945 or email me at eric@ericlofholm.com. If today's message especially resonated with you, I invite you to watch or listen to it 7 times. And the way you'll find the recording, one great place to find it is at dailymotivationalcall.com. Dailymotivationalcall.com is where I post the replay. My assistant does, Vicky. Every day we put the replay. So there's a lot of episodes. There's, I don't know, well over 100 of the past episodes up there. But if today's message really resonated with you, if you're like, you know, Eric, I really dip when I'm having a hard time. My energy, my emotions, my mood, it really dips. All right. If this message especially spoke to you, just watch or listen to it 7 times. Why? To put it into the subconscious mind. Right? Because I have tough days too, but I don't dip because of these concepts that I'm sharing with you. This is my blueprint to maintain positivity. So that's going to wrap our call today. You guys go out there and have a fantastic day. Hugh, thanks for joining me today. Have a great day. Marcus, great to have you here. Marcus, have a great day. Lisa Smith, you have greatness inside of you. Have a great day. Bobby, great to connect with you yesterday. Bobby, you have greatness inside of you. Have a great day today. Daryl, looking sharp today, my friend. Daryl's dressed for success. You started off the day with intention, Daryl, to have a great day, and you are going to have a great day today. Dee, nice to see you here on Zoom. Thanks for having the video on. Eric in the UK, have a fantastic rest of your evening. Cameron, thank you for joining me here this morning. Cameron, you have greatness inside of you. Dave in Vegas, Dave, you're going to have a great day today. Tom in Orlando, thanks for joining me as always. Dawn, I'm looking forward to connecting with you later today, Dawn. Looking forward to connecting with you. Dawn, have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Abe, thanks for plugging in. Let me go say hi to a few folks on Facebook, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap it up here. Leslie, great job for serving your clients last night until pretty darn late. Great job, Leslie. You're going to have a great day today. Ivy, you have greatness inside of you. Grace, you have greatness inside of you. Elizabeth, you are an elite coach. Elizabeth, thank you for joining me today. Trudy, I love the engagement on Facebook. Thank you for all that effort you put in on Facebook for all the great engagement. We had, wow, 390 comments on Facebook. Francine and Reno, have a great day. 392 comments. We're going to break 400 today. That is amazing, guys. Thank you for all that incredible engagement. Jake on Zoom, thank you for joining me. Pam in Long Beach, have a great day. And Lisa in Boston, Lisa, have a great day today. John in Argentina, as always, thank you for joining me. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.